and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
Together
therapist.
we are the most famous physical therapists on the
In
internet.
our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today, Brad, we're going to talk about 7 yoga poses or stretches that are terrible for your back. Now, this is, of course, our opinion, of course. And before I even get to that, let's talk about this. If you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. And you're going to want to join us on our social media platforms, including Instagram and Facebook and what we got, Twitter, and our website, especially because now Brad and I are proud to say, and we want to be thanking all of you out there that made this possible, but we have reached 1 million subscribers on YouTube. And because of that, we're going to celebrate on Facebook especially, we're going to be giving away something every week. Nice gifts, nice big gifts, sometimes like a mattress from Sleep Ovation.
Right.
Or it could be something from Thermotex. There's always going to be something. So,
Bob, you were stirring up the pot here, you know.
Yeah, we are. Now, people are going to look at us and they go, well, you guys aren't yoga people. And they would be correct. I can hear you screaming out there. They're screaming at the screen right now.
Some of the people are.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we did one on similar to this a few years back. And in lacrosse, one of the yoga instructors happened to know someone that knew my wife, and it got back to me through the grapevine. What is he doing putting that information on? So we're going to give a scientific view of the stresses put on the back with some of these stresses or these poses.
We are not experts. Yes, I will say that. But we are clinicians, and you can say we have kind of a scientific background.
In the back.
Yeah, in the back. And based on that, we are going to say we looked at these from in an objective manner,
right?
Non-judgmental, but objective manner, and we decide that these are bad for you in the sense that they're increasing the disc pressure.
Sure.
On your back in your disc. So there's a doctor, Knockhamson, that performed disc studies. These were years ago, and they've been since repeated now.
Right.
So he actually took a needle and measured the pressure inside the disc.
The internal disc pressure. Yeah. And it was done first on a cadaver, but then later it was done on live people.
Right.
You know.
And they were found out in some of these positions, he actually had the actual picture of the actual position that we're going in here.
Right.
They found out that it would sometimes significantly increase the pressures.
Right. So if you get high increased pressure in your disc, it increases your risk for a herniated disc, which is a big no-no.
And also, if there's that much pressure on a disc, Brad, the way I look at it, there's a lot of pressure on the ligaments and the muscles also. So I'm sorry that we took a lot of time before we even started here, but I do want to make sure that you understand that we're not just disparaging yoga, because we're actually going to do another video, 7 yoga poses that are great for your back. We'll do it right after this one. We'll do it so there'll be one day, and then one will be the next day.
Oh,
so
wonderful!
We'll get back into the good graces.
There you go.
So the first one, Brad, is, and you want to make sure just to keep me on track here.
You bet.
So this is called the seated forward fold, and this is basically, aren't they just kind of pulling forward here, Brad?
Right. Yep. A lot of people will do this for a hamstring stretch, which it does a nice job of stretching a hamstring.
And it's also stretching a little back, but this is a kind of stretch you don't want to do on your back. Generally, most people are already too flexed and too stretched out in their back this way anyway.
Right.
I mean, most of our daily activities are bringing us forward and bending us forward. We actually want you to stretch the other way.
Right.
So that's what we do on the good stretch. So this is, folding forward here is I would not recommend it. It's just there's a lot better ways to stretch your hamstrings, and I don't want to stretch your back in that manner.
And the second one here is the same version except for long seated position. It's standing position.
Yeah, it's even worse because now you got gravity pulling on the back, and you're really getting a lot more torque on it. By the way, I was going to mention this mat, Brad. By the way, this is a mat that was sent to us by East Hills. It's 71 inches by 24 inches. The reason why I really like it, it's an inch thick.
Yeah.
This thing is really comfortable. I mean, that's a very expensive mat, Brad. This is several $100s.
The red one.
Yeah, and this one's thicker, and you can kneel on it. If you're one of those people that can't tolerate the mats very well, this thing really works out quite well. It's only $45.99. I think that's a good price for for a mat. So we'll have that down below. I just wanted to mention that. So,
Sure.
All right, next one. Like we said, it's called the big toe pose. So they actually reach down and they actually grab down onto their toes. And, if you're very flexible, you're going to pull yourself all the way to the legs even.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible position for the back.
Right.
Again, it's really torquing on the L3, L4, L5, those discs.
Right.
And you can actually, I'm not saying you're going to hurt your back day one,
Right.
but maybe it's going to be day 30 or day 60.
Or 3 years down the road.
Right.
It depends. A lot of it depends on what you do outside of yoga. If you sit a lot or if you do a lot of bending, lifting, etc. It all adds up. And this is supported a lot by Mackenzie as well. He would go
Right.
100% with this.
You want to show me number 3 there, Brad? The intense side stretch. So in this one, it's really basically kind of what they were doing already, but now you're going off to the side and they're grabbing their leg and pulling themselves down again.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing again. They're putting stress more on the side part, the lateral side of the disc, but that's often where it herniates,
Right.
posterior lateral.
Right.
So,
And plus you got some rotation with the flexion and the lateral flexion, which increases some stress on the ligaments and the muscles.
so again, I can get down a little bit.
Yeah,
Again, I'm 58 years old, but I do stretch every day. I just do stretches that I feel are good for you.
Right.
So,
And you notice I'm not doing them. I have a condition called spondylolisthesis, which is in the low back. And these just, my back
Yeah.
will not tolerate it.
Yeah.
So if you have that condition, I would
you
not
want
do
to do
these.
number 4, Brad? Number 4 is the extended triangle pose. So you try to make sure I'm doing these correct.
Yeah.
Here, pretty close.
You know.
So any one of these triangle ones, I just don't like. I'm sorry. So it looks like they kind of have the foot forward on this one on the side, and they're coming down like this.
I wish we had a yoga person here, a yoga instructor, so we could do justice to these poses because they look so pretty in the picture.
Yeah, they look pretty on the picture. Now, on some of my notes, they have the leg bent, and
Sure.
some of them they have it straight.
Right.
But either way, this is the same thing again. You're really you're getting the quadratus lumborum here.
Right, which is nice.
Yeah, which is nice, but you're also putting a lot of stress on the disc. I mean, there's just no way around it. Again, that lateral disc, you're putting pressure on it. Now, this one I thought is even worse. It's called the revolved triangle pose. Now, this one, instead of going like this, they now have this leg forward, and they're twisted like this. So now you're bending and you're twisting.
Mm-hmm.
You're bending and you're twisting. And I'll tell you, if you want to hurt your back, that is the best way to do it. If you want to have a injured back,
Right. So you're flexing it and rotating it, which it's like when you're wringing a washcloth. You're
very good.
rotating it to get the most force you can to get the water out. In this case, you're putting more force on the disc with the the combination of the movements.
Yeah, there's also something to be said about how the ligaments hold you into place.
Right.
And there's actually more of a gap, and there's more room for the disc to herniate.
Sure.
I don't know if you remember any of that, Brad, but it's just bending and twisting is a terrible. No, I don't know if you remember that it would actually.
I know.
The framing would.
I had to take advantage of that.
So okay, that's the revolved triangle pose, and,
Sure.
and again again off to the side. Number 6 is the boat, right? Yeah, that's number 7.
Yeah, the boat. Yep.
Okay, the boat is, and this is the one that Nachemson actually had a picture of this.
Right.
This actually, believe it or not, and that's why we always
Here,
recommend.
I'll hold your legs up so
Yep.
you can there. You
You
get
know,
that V shape, which is
yep.
a really good abdominal strengthening
exactly.
exercise.
But it puts again a lot of stress on the disc.
Right. L5, L4.
I got really
those-
long legs.
Yeah.
So again, I've seen where they do workouts like this.
Right.
It works the abs better than anything you could, but it's very severe stress on the disc.
Right.
So
I have a friend. He's got back pain, Chris. He does those, and he has back pain.
yeah,
And I said, Chris, quit doing those. But he loves aggressive exercises, so he keeps doing them, and he lives with his back.
yeah,
problems.
that's your choice in life. So this is the one I had trouble with, Brad. Remember, kind of talk me through this again.
Yes.
The full wheel pose.
Yep.
So I should put I'm going like this, right?
Yep. Now
my
take your
clinics.
left elbow and put it over your right knee. There you
So
go.
I'm going like this.
So right here, you can see that's where the most stress on the back is going here. Yes, you're getting the things stretched out.
And again, bending and twisting with that one.
Right.
I'm bending and I'm twisting. Oh, my back, I actually can feel on that one.
Sure.
And it's not just because I'm tight. I don't want my back to be loose in this manner.
Right.
I don't. I want it to be tight and be able to support my spine. I want it to go back this way. I mean,
Right.
I can stretch my back all day long in this one, and we're going to be showing some of these good stretches on the next video. But look, I got plenty of mobility that way.
And that is one of the poses that we
Yeah.
really like from yoga, except for people like me with spondylolisthesis or stenosis. And there's probably 10 to 20% of the population with either stenosis or spondylolisthesis. So that's quite a chunk right there.
Yeah, with your back, Brad, actually, you've got very little mobility in your back, which I think is good. But you've got excellent mobility in your legs. I mean, you can kick and you can go out to the side, and you've kind of made up for it and kept your mobility from the karate years. So.
Right. Yeah, you got to keep moving with what you got. So. And I ain't got much, Bob.
All right. Anyway, for what it's worth, that's our opinion. You can take it or leave it. You can tell us to shove it. You can whatever you want to do.
Oh, Bob, why, Bob? We digress.
That's right.
But,
it's a family show.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for
Take
watching.
care.